Hey guys, so today we will be exploring the Lake Tahoe, Nevada State Park, which is located here in the state of Nevada. It's divided into three large areas, so we're gonna visit all of them. So let's go and check them out. We will be exploring Sand Harbor State Park, which is located at the shores of Lake Tahoe by the town of Incline Village in Nevada. The entrance fee is $10 per vehicle or $2 per person if you're walking in. So guys, our first stop is here at Sand Harbor. There's a beautiful beach in it with a visitor center and some sleigh rides during winter. Lake Tahoe, Nevada State Park offers diverse recreational activities across 5 developed areas, including swimming, boating, scuba diving, and enjoying lakeside views. For solitude, the park's 13,000-acre backcountry is perfect for hiking, horseback riding, mountain biking, camping, and cross-country skiing. What's the nice thing about this place, there's a walkway along the coast of Lake Tahoe. The Sand Harbor is a swimming and sunbathing paradise. Features a long sandy beach, clear waters, and unique rock formations. An accessible boardwalk crosses fragile sand dunes, and the park offers group use areas, picnic spots, an amphitheater, and park headquarters. Walking along the lake, I will tell you some history about the area. For centuries, the Washoe people lived around Lake Tahoe, drawn by its beauty and resources. Arriving in spring, they camped, held ceremonies, traded with the Miwoks, and fished cutthroat trout. In the summer, they moved to higher meadows, and to them, Tahoe's waters were sacred. Lake Tahoe's name has many interpretations, from Big Water to Lake of the Sky. Reverend Thomas Starr King suggested Tachi the much blue water, while 19th century variations included Tahoe and Tajo. After a century of debate, California officially named it Lake Tahoe in 1945, honoring its indigenous origins. Do you know what's great about this place? It's so quiet and it's beautiful, and there's a lot of signs that you can learn things about, like the history or the geology of the place. Around 2 million years ago, uplift and volcanic mud flows dammed the Truckee River, forming the lake. During the Ice Age, glaciers shaped the lake, with the ice dams periodically rising its levels before breaking and flooding valleys. Sleigh rides during winter only. 10 million years ago, Tectonic forces pushed up the Sierra Nevada, fracturing the land into rising blocks and sinking basins, one of which became the Tahoe Basin. Ancient terraces revealed that the lake was once 800 feet deeper. As the Ice Age ended 20,000 years ago, silt settled, clearing the water while forest and wildlife took root. Today, Lake Tahoe is gradually filling with sediment from surrounding streams, slowly making it shallower. The water levels has fluctuated greatly. Tree stumps 40 feet deep indicate a low period 6,000 years ago, lasting at least 300 years, long enough for mature trees to grow.
There is also a boat ramp, so you can enjoy the lake during the summer. It's closed during the winter, of course. Woo! It's cold! It's like it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So that's why it's so cold.
Like negative 7.22 Celsius.
Also, there's a historical marker right here. Hey guys, a historical marker. You know what that means? I'll be probably making a video about Sand Harbor, the history. Okay, let's continue on.
So we're leaving the main Sand Harbor Park.
There is also a couple of trails along the shores of Lake Tahoe. And let's go and look around. The trail is parallel to the main highway, where you can still see the great view of the lake.
Sand Harbor's history began in the 1880s. Walter Scott Hubbard's Sierra Nevada Wood and Lumber Company supplied timber for Comstock mining. Logs from Tahoe's east shore were towed to Sand Harbor, then transported via rail to Incline Mill. From there, the Great Incline Tramway carried lumber 1,400 feet up the mountain to Virginia City. By the late 19th century, timber ran low, and operations moved north of Truckee. After inheriting his fortune in 1892, Hubbard Jr., the slapdash sage of Sand Harbor, spent much of it in a lavish summer resort. The estate featured luxury cottages, servant cabins, and a boathouse for his racing boat, Orange Blossom. He hosted Hollywood elites on his yacht, Quick Chakidoo, until the U.S. Navy seized it for World War II experiments. In the 1920s, Hubbard Jr. leased Sand Harbor's master cottage to paint executive Frank W. Fuller. His son Frank Jr. spent summers there until 1966, mooring his Grumman seaplanes on shore. Boaters marveled at his planes lifted gracefully from the lake.
So this is Memorial Overlook.
one of the few accessible, spectacular views of Lake Tahoe. Plus, a visitor information about the cultural and natural history of the lake. Back to the history. Then there was George Whittle Jr., heir to a vast fortune, avoided the 1929 crash by selling $500 million in stocks beforehand. In the 1930s, he bought much of Tahoe's east shore, including Sand Harbor, initially planning a casino. Instead, he built Thunderbird Lodge, home to his famed Thunderbird yacht and exotic animals. The estate remains visible south of Sand Harbor, where the yacht still cruises on summer evenings. Now we are heading back to the park.
The Emerald Cove Trail, or the stairs to it, it's kind of dangerous during the winter. So guys, I advise you to go down here during this season. Harbor View Overlook on top of those rocks. Sunset Cove down on those shores.
Continuing on to the park history. As Whittle Jr. became increasingly reclusive, abandoning development plans to preserve his private retreat. In 1958, he reluctantly leased part of Sand Harbor to Nevada for public use. A decade later, court action forced him to sell 5,000 acres, forming the foundation of Lake Tahoe, Nevada State Park, which opened in 1971 and now welcomes over 1 million visitors annually. Now to the visitor center. For Sand Harbor itself, before becoming a state park, its scenic shores were prized by private owners. From lumber barons to eccentric millionaires. Now, the jewel of Nevada state parks, its history is as rich as Tahoe's blue waters. Today, Sand Harbor State Park is renowned for its crystal clear waters, scenic sandy beaches, and stunning granite rock formations, making it a prime destination for outdoor recreation, including swimming, kayaking, and hiking.
So guys, that's it for the Sand Harbor part of the Lake Tahoe, Nevada State Park. Now, let's go to our next destination. If you like our videos, please click thumbs up for like.
Hit the bell to subscribe!
Please comment.
And don't forget to share!